behind where there's a big gap there where the people are standing. That was from the time of Constantinius, Emperor Constantinius. Then, in the 5th century, in the reign of Theodosius, a second church was built here, and the fundament is still the same. Because in 532 after Christ, there was a big rebel against the emperor, and they put this church on fire. And that was in the time of Justinian, Emperor Justinian. And of course it was his duty, the emperors, to rebuild this church. And he used the fundament of the second church and he expanded it. He made it larger, wider, and more in the length. We have a masterpiece here because this church, the dome of it is 56 meters high, and it is not being supported by columns directly. There's a huge space. When we go inside, you will immediately notice it. There's a huge space which this dome is overlapping, and that is what it unique makes, because there is no really similar church with such a high dome and which is overlapping. He had a song from his mistress. What do you think? Did he get the permission or not?
If you pay.
Well, nobody would dare that. So this was just to make it right in the eyes of his people. As you can see, white. And the people who were next to him, you know, in hierarchy, they took the other gates. As you can see, they are shorter.
When we, what is the function of this building in the game?
Well, that you will see.
You will see in 10 minutes.
Okay.
A little bit too early question. To go and take the word of God to spread it around in the world. Okay, let's go that way in order to go up.
Dat het naar het oosten was, dat was gewoon een beetje toeval. Dus dat was de kerk eraan daar.
Nee, maar alle kerken staan richting het oosten. Alle kerken. Ook in Europa? Ook in Europa. Jeruzalem. Alle kerken, ja, die worden richting het oosten gebouwd, dus een altaar. En die gewoon is dat een beetje meer
This is just right over here, so we can go over there. As with most Assassin's Creed games, of course, Revelations includes a number of historical landmarks, and the Hafia-Sofia is one of them. This, of course, is fully playable in the game, and you can, of course, gets to climb all the way to the top of Hafia-Sofia, and then there's, of course, some special content in the basement. We made up the basement. There's no basement. Is there a basement? All right. All right. Well, we have our own special basement. And then when we get back outside, you guys are going to, this afternoon, you guys are going to get to play a pretty big, sizable chunk of the game. And it's going to include a lot of traversing over the top of Hafia-Sofia and Topkapi Palace, where we'll go later. So I'll explain some of the significance of that. But take special note of the locations that you see here and outside and in Topkapi, and then you'll get to re-experience it later this afternoon in video game form. So, there you go. So I guess this way. Right?
It was separated at that time. You had the men down and the women were up, and the empress, she had her throne at the round marmer there, where the woman is standing up, in order to watch the preach the pray immediately from this point. And as you look very carefully, it has beautiful marble. It's in open book form. So it is spiegelbeeld, as we say in Dutch. It is the mirror effect what it has. And you can also call it an open book. So it was quite special marble that they put here for the actors.
And then the Latins come in and destroy the city, and we actually contemplated the idea of actually having you see that, but that's unfortunately only in the book version of Altaire's life. But he does make it, so we kind of maybe we can fantasize that Altair. I think he would have been an assassination target actually.
Certainly.
But when did he die actually?
Somewhere 1200 and something. The exact date.
So it might have worked out. It might have worked out. Altair might have met and fought this guy, but we don't go too much into detail about that. The Fourth Crusade era of Altair's life is kept pretty vague. But and of course he's from Venice, so
he's from Venice,
so
yeah.
He's Italian as well, so there's some connection.
In the past, the Italians, that's something else, because you had you didn't have really Italy. It was more Venice, which was very important, and you had the Venetian traders. And the Ottoman Empire always had very good relationships with the Venetian traders, and he's also from the same city. They had a kind of privilege, the Venetians, among the other foreigners.
There was a Venetian quarter.
Yes,
here for
yes. Okay, let's continue.
Still frames of this building from this angle, and the best place to shoot it is back by these trees over here. So if you guys want to get some comparison shots when we go out, I highly recommend setting up your cameras and like aiming it this way, and then you can. Two are missing. Two are missing.
Yeah, two.
One here.
Today is a mission that starts way back in the day. Before there was a Sultanate Mosque, there was a hippodrome in ruins. There's a Greek Roman sort of structure that was where chariot races would happen. We have that in the game. It's in a very decrepit, bad state. And there's what are the columns?
The obelisk from Egypt.
From Egypt. You will have the opportunity to play a mission that begins in the hippodrome. So, maybe where those minarets are. That brings you all the way here, over the top of this. You must find this amusing. Climbing over. We should actually show you.
I want.
And then takes you to Topkapi Palace, where we'll have a very intricate mission where it involves Prince Suleiman and a party that is being thrown.
Will be provided.
So yeah.
Will be on the press video. From a side shot.
Exactly. And it's you can time lapse it, right? So you can do that. Yeah, exactly. Day and night cycle.
He lays for it. Fatih, the significant ones.
Right, yeah.
You can't have all of them. But you have more the Sultan's mosques.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go, gentlemen.
Let's go, gentlemen.